Now Secretary of the NDC, Mustafa Gbande, to help us appreciate really what went into this particular decision. Hello, good evening, sir. Welcome to Eyewitness News. So where is the gentleman in question, Alhaji Gbewa, and why did the party decide to suspend his membership until further notice?
So good evening, and good evening to your cherished listeners. Indeed, the incident, let me state that I'm not a regional secretary.
No, apologies. Deputy General Secretary, apologies.
Next time I'll let you bring me some sort of contribution.
I'm sorry.
So we picked up information about that activity continued doing that, and fortunately, the National Executive Committee of the party, in terms of its functional executive, had a meeting yesterday. And under the hand of the General Secretary, we took a decision to suspend the regional vice chairman in the interim, pending investigation and adjudication by the disciplinary committee, which will consider the issue and determine its appropriate merit. And so we suspended him for 3 months for that conduct. We found out that the conduct in whichever form or shape, whereas there is some sort of assault on one person, particularly that person is also an officer, it doesn't matter whether it was provoked or unprovoked. We believe that it breaks or offends the Constitution's Article 48, and that appropriate measures out of those provisions have been applied.
I see, but has there been a history of maybe animosity or relationship difficulties between the two in the past?
Well, we are still getting further and better particulars because the National Executive Committee have taken a decision for which I happen to be a member. The merits and demerits of the matter will lie under the preserve of the disciplinary committee, and that all those facts to be gathered and will give the disciplinary committee some enough information to aid their work. As of now, I'm not aware of whether or not there was some underlining or previous altercations that may have, led to this, or it is something that happened on the spot. All we know is that two of our officers, a regional vice chairman and a regional treasurer, and in the process, the treasurer, who is a lady, was brutally assaulted. So far, the regional vice chairman have not denied knowledge of the assault conduct. And so it means that preliminary, it is only the court that can determine whether you can assault somebody in self-defense or not. But as for us, we believe that to the extent that an officer have assaulted another officer, while the constitution of the party has enough procedures and processes for redress, if members or those two individuals would have resorted to the procedures of addressing grievances, we will not get to this place in the first place. So having abandoned that process, it's possible of being a misconduct. That is why we took that decision.
But how is the lady, Hajia Shamima Yakubu, how is she doing, and where is she presently?
Indeed, it's important to state that when the incident occurred, leadership delegated the national vice chairman in person of Professor Joshua Alabi, who paid a courtesy call with the lady, visited her and ensured that she was treated and discharged. We presume that she is okay and she's with her family at the moment. I haven't spoken to her myself, but several national executives extended a call to her to express their sympathy and all of that. And so we believe that as of now, things would have been calm and everybody would have been in their homes. They're still members of the National Democratic Congress, and that they are still our party people, except to say that there have been some sort of misconduct, and the party is fortified to be able to deal with same, and we have dealt with same in accordance with the laws of the party.
What is the situation as we speak at the regional office? Because of course the two parties will have their own support base is in the regional office. So how is the office, as we speak, presently coping?
Well, it's important to state that members and individuals who allow their agents or relatives or assigned to act in ways that offend the rules and principles of the party will be vicariously liable for such conduct. We picked up some information that in the morning some of the youths were agitating rather over the arrest of the vice chairman, and their concern were that a similar incident occurred in Northeast where His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's supporters assaulted Honorable Alan Konyoche Mantain's agents in their Superdelegates Congress. The police did not act that swift in that matter. But how come that when it is about NDC, the police then tend to act very swiftly? So they believe that the party should have condoned and prevented that arrest. But we are a political party that, upholds the principles of rule of law, and we will not shield or shield any individual who breaks the law. We are not saying he is guilty, but he will be vindicated given the process of the law. The police will arrest you, they will charge you, they will bail you, and if they investigate, find some evidence, they will charge you, and you will have your day in court. And so we believe that that process in itself does not condemn the individual concerned, except to say that you will be made to test the law. And so the NDC will not prevent the discharge of the police from doing that, will not prevent the police from discharging their lawful duties. As I'm speaking, we have engaged some of these stakeholders. Mind you that some of the youths do not understand the implication and import of the decisions that have been taken. And so that was the reason they were reacting. We've engaged some people, took the responsibility to explain why the action, why the decision, and why the police coming in. It has nothing to do with the NDC. It's about the individual and whether or not there was even not a complaint. Once the police would have heard that some sort of assault has taken place, they are enjoying to take some action. And so, Tamale, as we speak, remain very calm. I'm told the party office has been opened and things have normalized as we speak. We are now focusing on Ashanti region, what the chairman there has said against Otumpo Osetu to end issues about the president abandoning development because some constituency in the constituency of the late President Mills not voting for his candidate, so he won't develop that area. That is one of the key issues that are on our tables as we speak.
I see. So where is the police on this matter? Where is the police on I mean, what's the stage the police has reached on this matter? Have they concluded investigation? Are they arraigning him anytime soon? Is he on bail? I mean, what or remand? What really is the status of the matter as far as the police and the legal process is concerned?
Unofficially, the last time I checked, the police have arrested him, detained him for a night, and as of yesterday, took him to court, where he was granted a bail by the court. And so that is all I do know as far as the police or the criminal matter is concerned, that the vice chairman who is on suspension as of now have been granted bail by the court.
All right, Mustafa, I mean, you actually, alluded to it, but let me ask you, I mean, what's the party's view on the president's comment to the traditional leaders and family people of Professor Mills who visited him recently at the Jubilee House in respect of development in the area? What's the party's thinking around that?
Well, we feel that if the president was speaking to somebody like me, it would have been acceptable. But the president, being the president of the Republic of Ghana, was speaking to direct family members of a late former president. And so to have made such comments in their presence for us is unprecedented. It just reflects the nature of the president we have, who is so vindictive, who believes that he will prioritize politics and development. That is why his government is failing. Nana Akufo-Addo's President Akufo-Addo's government would have succeeded if he alluded his mind and abated his energy trying to develop the country. But what he prioritized on is his family. And that is what he has done. It's about family, it's about Citi, it's about Achim. And now he tells the family of the late President Mills the reasons why he abandoned development in their constituency. So the president acknowledges that in his 7 years, he hasn't prioritized development on the basis of national agenda. It was on the basis of who votes for his political party. And for us, that is very unprecedented. It reflects who President Akufo-Addo has been in the last 7 years, what he has used his power as a president for in this country. And that is why we are in this mess in the first place as a country. That is unacceptable. That should be condemned by even his political party, that a president ought not to have made such a statement. It is very unprecedented, and a comment that if the president understands that one day he will be in the position that President Mills' family are now, that his family will be speaking to another president on his behalf, I believe that he should apologize to the people of this country for even making that comment in the first place.
I see. But how about people who think that, yes, the president comment may not be good, but it was all centered around development. The Ekumfi area, the NDCs had won almost every election in that constituency, apart from the 2016 one. So if there's really an issue of development, the NDC should take the bigger chunk of the blame, shouldn't it?
Well, no president in Ghana has isolated Citi where the president comes from in terms of development. We have had presidents come and go. Nobody have isolated the president's constituency because it has always been an MPP stronghold.
But the discussion was not in respect of a president's constituency. It was in respect of the MP.
No, that is President Mills' constituency. And
yes, but that wasn't the reference. The reference was because they did not vote for his party's candidate.
Well, the premise of national development in this country is not based on which party wins a parliamentary candidate. So to even relate development to voting for a political party is misplaced and flawed. And I'm saying that if you look at Ashanti region, which is a stronghold of the MPP, President Mahama have developed that region than any other region, and that is the MPP stronghold. And I'm specifically saying that in Chedi, where the sitting president comes from, no president has ever refused to develop Chedi because that is President Akufo-Addo's constituency and it has always been an MPP seat. So we should not have a conversation where the priority of our national development, growth of the people, as the Constitution states that people must access government development initiatives irrespective of ethnicity, irrespective of religion, and irrespective of where they come from. The president's comment undermines Constitution and undermines our national development agenda. It is so discriminative and so divisive, and that should not be coming from a sitting president of the Republic of Ghana.
I see. Mustafa, thanks so much. Let me not get it wrong this time. Deputy General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress. Thank you so much for speaking to us on Eyewitness News.
I withdraw my demand for compensation from you.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.